Thank you. So, I recently got a new job, and I know I was surprised too, because I had also heard people say that no one wants to work anymore. Mostly I hear this opinion from people who are mad that there are 4 people in line at the town pump and nobody will let them cut. But the thing is, they're accurate, but not, because nobody ever actually wanted to work. It's just that now we have the choice not to work for minimum wage and no benefits while people bitch that there are 4 people ahead of them. So yeah, and at first I was like, you know, I might not need a whole job, I might just need a side hustle. So I might start selling drugs, right? And then I realized that all of my friends are comedians. I say that now because it sounds better than both of my friends are comedians, even though it means the same thing. And if you are friends with any comedians, you will be very well aware that they already have their own drug dealer, and they are not in need of my services. And also, I couldn't figure out where to apply. Like, they don't have like a LinkedIn for drug dealers, which feels like an oversight. Like, they should get on that. And so then I was like, well, what's another side hustle I can do? Because I don't want to go give hand jobs at the truck stop because it doesn't have good benefits and it's a high risk of carpal tunnel. Look, you can get a lot of guys through. All you gotta do is you place your hands like this, and then you just twist violently in opposite directions. You don't get a lot of return customers, but the ones that do come back will pay extra if you also spit on them. And I was like, you know, I could use that minus the carpal tunnel risk and hire myself out as a dom. So I found this lady, and she was like, I'm looking for a creative sadist. And I was like, well, I'm pretty creative and I can be sadistic. So we set up a time to meet up, and she came in and I was like, have a seat at the desk. And there's a crossword puzzle there and a glass of ice water. And once you have all the answers correct on the crossword puzzle, you can drink the water. And she said, what the fuck are you talking about? And I said, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't have tipped my hand, but it was my first time being a dom for hire. So I just went ahead and told her. I was like, yeah, I made the ice cubes with the hot dog water. So the faster you get your crossword done, the less your water is going to taste like wieners. She did not pay. So I had to get a real job. And I'm autistic. And we all want the same things, right, when we start a real job. We want to do a little bit of work so that we can buy weed, and we don't want our coworkers and our bosses to be dickheads to us. That's what we all want, but it's really fucking hard when you're autistic, because the neurotypicals don't love anything more than shrouding everything in layers of doublespeak. So you fucking come to work, and you can't just walk in there and be like, hey, what spots do the cameras not cover? And which of the co-workers are the biggest narcs? Because they're gonna answer you like, are you a cop? You have to tell me if you are, because I asked you. And then if you say, oh, that's actually not true, because it isn't, then they're either still gonna think you're a cop, or they're gonna be like, okay, that dude's fucking autistic weirdo. And you're gonna end up being the one doing the work while everybody else is smoking weed where the cameras don't cover. And that's what we're trying to avoid. And you might think that it's best to like listen to who they all bitch about and be like, I'm gonna bitch about that person too. Don't do it. It's a trap. Because, like, yeah, your mom and your third grade teacher were right. It's mean. But also, they have these, like, things. So they'll all be bitching about someone named Jessica, and you're like, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna bitch about Jessica. And you bitch about Jessica to somebody named Carol, and it turns out that Carol is Jessica's fucking godmother and really likes her. And your neurotypical coworkers are all like, God, I don't know why the new guy just came in here and started slamming Jessica. That's fucking rude. And you're like, what went wrong? And they're like, she always says Jessica is doing a good job. Have you not noticed? And I'm like, well, you always say that too. And they're like, yeah, but I make a face while I do it. And I'm like, fucking typical neurotypical. Yes, you have this face, and you're constantly arranging your features into various permutations that are supposed to mean something. Anyway, I got around it by just telling everyone at my job that I'm autistic. They still don't like me, but they don't leave me alone because they don't quite trust me. So it's just me and Jessica while everybody smokes where the cameras don't cover. So at least I have somebody to tell train facts to. My name's Ben. Thank you very much. Woo!